Okay, pilots. We'll see if I can get her together. First thing I gotta do, I've already got I got a receiver in it, got some things centered, and got some things done there, and got the gear down on the wings. I don't want to leave that off. I might have to reach up in there and pull them leads through. We gotta get a wing on. And the spar. I've got to see. I've got to level the center the spar up because it kind of slides back and forth, and you can't let more get on one side and you can the other. So what I do is I kind of get an idea, and I'll pull it out a good bit. Put just a little bit of glue on it there. And as I'm letting it go down, I kind of twist on it there a little bit, get that string off of the glue too. And I kind of look at it and see. There we go. That's just so foam tack. It comes with a model. While that's drying, we'll go ahead and we'll get our elevators on. Let's see here. That would be the other side. Let's not let gravity pull out. It ain't got to be perfect. We're going to put this down in here with the carbon fiber rod already inserted in this tail feather. Get that going. Just kind of be a little bit careful now. It fits good, but sometimes when you're going into a little pocket there with foam, it don't seem to want to go down in there. So sometimes you got to massage. Let me do it with the other one since I got that already in there pretty good. Sometimes you want to take your edges here and just massage your edge there a little bit. Just massage it. No crushing, just massage. And that usually gets it to slide into the little pocket there. Make sure I ain't grabbing a hold of one of my gear doors. Now we got to get our little elevator connection lined up. And there goes our elevator. Like a glove. Alright. The rod is just not staying. It's just not staying. It's moving around on me. I'll get this one upside down here. It gives you 4 small screws. Now them could be, yep, those are countersunk. I can see that there's countersunk screws. Very small. Then you got 4 of the wing bolts, or I believe what those are. That's in kind of like a join bag. I've got a real long screwdriver out of another model that kind of helps when you gotta get down in them close areas. And let me get my lights on. I keep looking up there and checking my rod, my carbon fiber rod that I've got supposedly glued in up there. Let's see, I got my back one's lined up good. And these go in just over there. We go. Yep, that long screwdriver is helpful. Very helpful. And we'll go ahead and put a little torque on that one. Yep, just a little bit, just a little bit. Finish this one off. I've got a push rod here. Pull my push rod out. Yep, my hole's lined up. Like a glove. Finish this one up. The way that elevator rod is looking real short there, I might have to do some adjusting inside the fuselage. But that's on. Oh yeah. That's gonna be green. Is that correct, sir? Yes. Yes. Alright, we got some leads here. These are LED leads that I've added. Which one is the landing light is right there. It does not cut off when the gear goes down, but it does go into the pocket, you know, there and kind of blanks it out. And then there's my LEDs. Not too bad on the scarring up. Scarred up the most was when I tried to cut that decal out from my horn. That was a good one. That was a exploratory let go situation. It's a pretty good sized place there, but you got to pull it up when you get it in. Luckily the wing will fit pretty good there, and you maneuver it a little bit. You know, this model's, you know, the kind of got some age on it. It's not the snap togethers. Kind of easing that, and you can look right down through this pocket here and you can watch your leads. I'm gonna just get it in there just a little bit. Let's see here. Oh yeah. I want to make sure that I've got enough, I hope. Could not though. On this navigation light. That's the navigation light. Yes. Ooh, that's gonna be tight. That's gonna be tight. If I got enough room to actually do the wiring, if I left myself enough lead. Oh, come on, thing. What are you stuck on? What is wrong? Boy, I tell you what, you just dying to be a pain. Trying to get all the leads up here. Just trying. Just got to be. mister. Alright. It looks like that one's there. I'll shut my gear door. Now we've got a screw inside the landing gear bay. So let's let this slide on down here. Let's get our little bag of screws. Easy, easy. These are the 4 that will go in your wing. Large, coarse Phillips heads. Looks like they about 10 or 11 millimeters long. Now I'm going to use, let me look and check and see. Yep, that's a regular size Phillips head there. That's not no small Phillips head. So I'm going to reach in here. Got an LED light down there I don't want to crush. You just got to be careful. Watch your fingernails. I have to leave a couple of my fingernails long to do taping and things on cars. So I've got to be extra careful with my fingernails. And that screwdriver's not going to fit down in that hole. Well, at least I'll get it started. Let me see, I got another one. Wasn't going to be quite long enough. Yep, I'll have to get back on that one, boy. I hope this one will go down in there. Let me check and see. Yep, I can see all the way down in there. That lined up good. Will my screwdriver fit down in the hole? There. I'll get a bite. I'm gonna leave it. Just kind of getting them started. Getting them started. Got to get my lead started. I've got to check my rod. Yep, that's feeling pretty good there. Let's get my LEDs going. Again, landing lights and marker lights. And it'll have a strobe in the top, red strobe on the top. But I didn't put, now this is one of the other LED setups that I use. This is not the FMS lights here. And I didn't use the fast strobing white ones. I wanted to use the red ones. And just stick with it. Let me flip this over here. Now we're going with the servo leads. In the hole, in the hole. And then we line up our carbon fiber rod. Feeling pretty good about this. Keep maneuvering my servo leads. Carbon rod is staying in position. Let me just get it started here. Now I'm going to flip it over. Make sure nothing's hitting nowhere, missing everything. It's just a back and forth for just a couple of steps here. We got LED leads. And I've got, instead of using the blue box pilots, I'm going with wire harnesses. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep. It's not that I don't trust it, it's just, I you know, yeah, I wire up my gyro Admiral, and it's actually a 7-channel. You can wire your bind channel into it as a separate channel. And I just didn't want to put that box in that thing. I don't like doing that. Call me crazy. I just don't. So I've got my wire harnesses already here. I'm looking for ailerons. Look at there, if I didn't pick the first one, here it is. There it is. I've got one aileron here plugged up. Gear, not yet, not yet. Like I said before a couple times, you trying, as you plugging these things up, pilots, you kind of maneuvering and looking around to see how you gonna be able to do it without creating a tangle. So I've got to pull that back through this way. I mean, it's not easy. You've got a nest here. Ailerons. Okay, going with my wire harness. And you can't be pulling on stuff and too much, or you're liable to pull one of your servo leads out. Now, what I want to do, move this out of the way. This out of the way. Line up my polarity, yellow to yellow, red to red, black to black. And there's my ailerons. Okay. Now, there's the gear. There's gear. I'm looking. Rudder. And that one should be gear. Checking my polarity. These wire harnesses are feeling pretty good. Sometimes you get some wire harnesses that just, I mean, you plug it in, it's like you didn't even hit nothing in there. I would warn you to try to do something about that. Either change the wire harness, because sometimes it's not the actual end that the male part of the servo lead, it's the female part, and there really ain't much you can do. You know? So you kind of want to feel like a good connection there. Again, this is one of the models that's been around a while, and it doesn't have those new safety clips in it. My wire harnesses don't have the safety clips in it. There's my flap, and it's got a reverse servo on it, so it's got a red, black, and black lead. And there's my other one. Okay. Flaps has got the LEDs. Let's see, hold on. Let me make sure here. Let me make sure something. checking my polarity. I'm going to have to undo my ailerons and gear. I think I plugged in the wrong one. We'll get that in a second. We're getting our flaps plugged in. Yep, that was a good one. Let me look at something again. Yep. I was looking at it wrong on that one. So I'm taking my wire harness out of my ailerons, moving it over here to the gear, changing the gear over into the ailerons. That was a good one. Okay. Let me double check. That's the gear. That should be next to flaps, which I just plugged in the LEDs and the flaps in. It should say ailerons, and it is next to the throttle. Yes. Okay. That is correct, sir. Alright, LEDs is gonna have to wait because I got to do some wiring in that. Let me see here. I can plug the no. I got to leave the landing lights unplugged. I can plug the marker lights in because the landing lights is all into one plug. So I've got to take that one plug, which is right here, okay, and then I've got to wire this lead into that lead and join them up to where I can plug this into the box. But I got to do that later and make sure those shrink wraps don't come off. Now we got everything hooked up here. I've got two-sided tape on the side of the wall on the inside here to place my receiver. And let me get it close here so I can to you. Not gonna stick that in, just making sure everything's gonna be right before I make my final mount there. Because I've got it. I'm gonna be mounting it where I can get to the gains knob, so I'll be able to do that. But if you can see, I've got the two Guniac stacks mounted in this side and these two on the other side. I've already got those wired up. So let's flip this thing over. Hope that wing don't fall out. No, that's the one that started. Okay. I got two screws put in here. Okay, get the wing the rest of the way in. Like this. Uh-oh. What was that? Wow. Must have been a servo lead in it. Always something. I got it, had everything packed up in there already. Always something. All right, let me check the line up here. should be it right there. Yeah, I got it back. Again, not tightening. Let's get it started. Make sure that's up out of the way as far as it'll go. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to move it over here where I can see it. Yeah, it's looking good. I just don't want to get it in. There it went. There you go. Now we go. Just gotta keep maneuvering them things. Alright, it's got a bite. I feel it already. I'm just scared I'm gonna have to use one of my real long ones. I get to get it out of my toolbox. Let me see if this can work. Oh no. Oh no. I'll have to get it out of my toolbox. So I'll get them tight later. Alright. Let me flip it over. Again, I'm gonna show you the push rods. You had to put the push rods in. And they wanted you to put it in the third hole for the flaps. See? For the least, well, it's not the least because there is a fourth hole. For the least amount of throw on that. Alright, and again, I got the liner lights mounted on there. And the first hole on the ailerons on both horns. And again, I'm going to have to wait. And I'm going to have to get in here and look and see what more is going on with that elevator servo. But let me get it plugged up first. See why that's so short. Of course, I could have pushed it in there for some reason. Alright, here we go. I've already got my radio set up. Let me get it out. My battery's over here charging. Okay, that's good enough. Got a piece of Velcro strap. And I kind of want to get it here. Strap down so I can pick it up. We're going to see if we can show off the gear. But I'm going to have to take it out of that loop, and my goodness, that thing, it's not glued or anything. It's kind of free moving there, so be careful not to pull your strap through. See there? Look at there. Ooh. I'm not really looking at a CG or nothing. I'm just putting it in there just to hold it there. Okay. I'm getting ignition here. No prop on it. No prop. Now the gyro is on. My strobing light works. Both my nav lights is working. I see it. Now that's supposed to be just stability there, and then this is autopilot, I call it. All right, now let's see if our stacks work. Now I've got it on a different controller, Bearcat, than what you provide. Of course, it might not work. I don't think it's gonna work. I got it plugged in right. Yep. Let me go up with the throttle a little bit, see what happens. Oh yeah, they're working. They usually will blink when you light them up. That's okay. They work. But yes, Bearcat, I use a different controller than what you provide. I use your controller on the furry booties. I use this other controller on your stacks. It kind of seems to start up just like, well, just like you seen. It started up right when the throttle opened up. See? Look at man, the first thing I want to see is the stacks instead of the ailerons. Oh, well, we can't see it though. All right, here we go. See what these things are like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, ain't too bad. Can't see both sides of one. It's lighting up pretty good. All right, let's get some light on the situation now. Watch your eyes. Okay. Now we got ailerons. Now my elevator, let me check my elevator and see what happened there. Well, I'm over here with my rudder. No, I'm going to have to do some adjusting on that one. Yeah. Let me just look here. Yep. I gotta get that battery out of the way. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna put this on. Of course, I'll have to clean my rat nest up in there. But, you know, the land lights are not on. They wasn't, you know, didn't wire them up. Couldn't wire them up. But I'm gonna get this thing flipped around here. Don't hit myself in the head. No, we don't want that to do that. No. I want that to sit right there. I'll get it up here just a second. They worked good the other night anyway. Oh, come home. Get off of it. Quit hitting. It's too high. All right, one more check. Let me make sure that rod goes in there smooth. Yep. Okay. Here we go. First time with the wing on it. Oh yeah, look at there. Like a glove. Look at this edge. Look at this edge. Oh, I adjusted pretty good there, didn't I? Oh yeah. See there? Oh. I don't understand why I got such a warp-sided flapper. Okay, that's why. I must have hit that switch. Had it on takeoff flaps. Here we go, takeoff flaps. Landing. And that's, I mean, that's, well, you can't really see the flaps, can you? That's what they're not wanting too much throw on them flaps, I'm telling you. I'm trying to get down here, you see them move. I mean, that's landing flaps. I mean, that's all the way. Okay, I'm gonna leave them geared down. And again, the landing lights, get them wired. And I'll show you the prop, but it kind of takes a little while to put this prop together. There's 8 screws you got to put in this thing. But let me get it down on the ground here. Show you the stacks again. And then I'm going to start putting the prop together. Let me show you that right quick. You got your 4 blades there. Get me a tighter. Get my nest a little better. We also got some guns. And the screws to build the prop. Oh my goodness. And there's one screw in a separate bag. There's your prop screws, and there's your spinner screw. That holds your prop onto that shaft, pilot, so don't lose that. There's your front piece. Note the screw hole. Back side. Note that the line-up pin, if I can get it in the shot, see the line-up pin there? So you know that prop has got a hole on this side, and it's got a little indentation there, but that's not a hole. Here's your hole. That goes in that line-up pin. Come on, baby. All right. All right. Get them all lined up, but they won't line up right there. Yeah, always one. Always one. What are you doing to me? Now. And then we got these 4 screws. Coming in from the back side. Get that one started on the outside. We'll just hold it together. Uh-oh. Why is it going in there? There's always something. Got to be. That going in there.
System idle.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to look into that. Always something. Let's get you down here. Let's see here. And that's just 4 bulbs. I better not leave it wide open for too long. Get turned here a little bit. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go full sideways here. Okay, pilots. I'm gonna find out what's going on with my prop. But there's our Bearcat. Let's get it up here. I got to put some got to make some gains adjustments. I put my ailerons on 40%, elevator on, what was it, 45%, I believe it was. And I'll have my rudder on usually 70 to 80%, something like that. But there you go, pilots. There's my Flightline 1200mm wingspan Bearcat. I'm out.